Okay, before we continue with the build, I just want to show you guys another mod I did, which I trimmed this down. This is the rider seat. This is to increase its leaning movement. Okay, to increase its throw, so that there's more room for these to move left and right. So I cleaned that out, I flattened it out, and then to also help increase it, I also trimmed this here, also on this one, on this part, so that actually will give this more room to lean left and right. But be careful not to overdo it, okay, because it's not a good idea to make this so thin. For me, this is okay. One important thing, of course, make sure you flatten this out as well. All right, that's it, and then we'll continue with the build. Hello everyone, so for our next step, we are going to be building the front shocks, okay, and we're going to need all of these 6x15 springs, okay, and then these inner tubes or inner tube set that we got from Kyosho GP 104. All right, grease, just following the instructions online since I don't have the manual. We're gonna be combining all of these, so we need the C17, this part that came with the tube set, and then C13, and then the tube, right, and then we're gonna thread this. All right, and then no, it says 73 millimeters, but I'm gonna make mine a bit longer. There you go, that's my goal, 75, and we're good with this one. Grease on her too. Oh, spring here on top, and then C19. All right, and we lock it here. There we go. This, 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 and then this, right? Do it like that. There you go. 75. All right. So here spring, and then put this as well, and we lock it. And there you go, we got our second shock. For the front wheels, we have our high grip tires. This we will change with the Suzuki one, the 3 spokes one that I'm just waiting to arrive. For the meantime, momentarily, we're gonna be using this. Right now, I'm not gonna follow the typical build like on the manual. So basically, we still need the shaft or the sleeve 5 by 24.5 for the front. Okay, 2 sets of bearings, 5 by 10. You can use flange bearings depending on you, or just regular like the one I'm using. In replacement for the disc brakes, we will be using this M7 by 5 by 6 spacers. Okay. Okay, so we put the bearings first. And then the sleeves. And now the spacers. Okay, so next we attach the wheels to the shocks. So this is the first step. Okay. Oh, I already threaded the 3mm nut on here. Okay. And then we push this one here. Let me make sure it's on the right side. Then we close it with the 3mm nylon nut. All right. It's not moving. Okay. Again, we're not gonna be installing the brake calipers on here, and we didn't also install the disc brakes. We used the M7 by 5 by 6 spacer instead. So bearings, and then the shaft, and then the spacer. All right, so next we install the fender up front. All right, still good. Okay. All right, next we're gonna be putting this here like this. Okay. We also need this 3 by or 4 by 31 shaft on the bike like this, and then the spacer. Now if you guys have a bearing that's about this size, use that instead. It just so happened that I don't have one handy, So I'll be using this for the meantime, which we will be upgrading later on. Okay, like that. We place this one here, and then all right, so we put that on there. We should place this one here on top, like that. All right, 3x8 TP scoop. Okay, we are gonna be working on the rear wheel. So for the rear wheel, guys, another mod, instead of using like the disc brake or something, we will be using 2 gears, so it's more balanced. So this is the main new one, so this is what I'm gonna be using as the rear gear, and then this was my old one. This is so we have a balanced wheel, left and right, because if you're gonna be using the stock one, there's a tendency for this to be pulled on one side, so we're gonna be using 2 gears on this one. If you don't have an extra gear, then just buy one. Should be fairly cheap. Right, you'll be needing an extra gear anyways, and then ball bearings, of course, it's a requirement, it's a must. Okay, there we go. Then ball bearings on here too, just like that. And then the sleeve. Okay, putting some grease there. And I think we need to put washers. Okay. There we go. Since we are going to be using the gear on both sides, we will be needing to remove this one since it binds with the gear. Next, we need to lock in the shocks. So we need C12, then just push it down. There. And then 3x20 and a lock nut. There we go. Front suspension. Rear suspension. All right, that is it. We're getting closer to the finish line. Thank you so much for always tuning in, guys, and please do subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit the like button.